Then we did one of these like last week. See if we got some new questions. I told y'all to make some new questions. The last time y'all gave me like some crazy questions. Right, give me 1 sec though, y'all. I'm gonna let everybody get in here, or like as many people get in here, and then I'm gonna start it. Give me 1 sec though. All right, guys. All right, so we got like, is Pip? Is Pip? How you doing? Yeah. What's up? At what age did you realize you were the goat? I have no clue. Since like birth. Not just like really appreciate it. Appreciate it. Your time. Do you do one-on-ones? No, I don't. Do a giveaway on Zoom. I'm willing to pay for your knowledge. What helps? We're gonna talk about that one. Can you clear a random chart, do some top-down analysis? Give me a pair and I might do it. What helps you identify major areas in the market structure or when you're marking up? It's the highs and lows, the end of the trends. We talked about this one last one, but it's the end of the trends. How to handle the stress on losing trades. Well, the way you should be entering trades is if it was to be a loss, your stop loss should be above previous structure. So if it was to take you out of the trade, most likely it's doing the opposite of what you're like looking for, and it's trending that way. So like, let's say if I was going to take a like a sell, right? Let's say if I was going to take a sell like right here, everybody can see my screen, right? I don't remember sharing my screen. All right. So let's say if I was willing to take like a sell right here, let's just zoom out right quick. Wait, did I ever get? Oh yeah, I did. Look, sometimes I'll be forgetting if I pay for the what you call it or not. But let's say I wanted to take a sell right here, right? And notice how price made a high here, but overall we got a new low here. So we're focused on this. Price didn't break this previous high though. So overall, this would have been like a lower high. All in total, there's no real new high, and we still have this new low in the market. So really, price is still on a downtrend until we get a significant high. So right now, we don't have that, right? So, but let's just say price, was making its way down for a little pullback after coming off of this high, right? Or at this, like, we're gonna say this is a pullback. It really went all the way down like how it's supposed to, but we're gonna say it's a pullback. It pulls back into this level of support, and then it starts to make its way back up bullishly this way. It's going to be targeting this high. If price is buying, it's going to target the highs, and if price is selling, it's targeting the lows, right? So let's say you got into a sell and price ends up, probably, hitting your stop loss. Let's say you put like, let's just say we're trading this based off the daily, like we're taking our positions off the daily. Then let's say you would have a stop loss above previous high. If price was to come and hit your stop loss above the previous high, this would indicate that price is bullish, one, because it's breaking highs, and two, is overall beating this high as well. So that means it's possibly buying. So with that being said, this will help you switch your bias in order to catch from point A from right here all the way to point B, because once it breaks this high, it's going to come up here and test these new highs up here. So overall, you shouldn't stress about losing a trade, because most likely you'll be able to catch a different move just based off of that loss you took. Not saying revenge trading, but overall, just look at why you lost, and then like take account of probably, so because I know some of y'all take losses on trading the wrong trends, man. Like me personally, I just like riding the trend. It's the easiest thing for me. um I never try to trade against it. There can be times out of nowhere price will have some crazy movement in its direction that the trend is going, and I don't like to be on the wrong side of that. I learned my lesson a long time ago about doing that. So that's why I'm really patient with just waiting on the trends. I understand. Look at the 1 hour to find market trend, but I am not currently. What am to look for on the lower time frame to get good entries? Please go through from 1 hour to down to the 15 to find a good entry. I haven't even been using the 15 anymore, but I give you what I used to do. You said 1 hour. Oh, I'm in replay mode. I'm like, what am I supposed to be looking for right now? All right, so we're gonna get out of this. So let's say we stoop down to the 1 hour, right? Let's say we stoop down to the 1 hour and trying to do an entry I've already did before. Let's do this one. All right, so this entry right here that I've actually taken, price closed on the 1 hour under these previous lows during, it was a little bit during before New York, but price closed under the previous lows before New York session, but it still closed under the lows, indicating that price was bearish. And from here, honestly, y'all, I just take my position because I personally have not seen price close under a low and then go back up. I personally have not seen it. But price on the 15 as well closed here, but the 1 hour is the one that I looked at the most. Price closed under here, making a new low in the market at that time. for people get confused. But yeah, price closed under these previous lows, indicating that price is still bearish. And then since price closed under here, I was looking for price to come to this previous low here. And then once we closed under that, it indicated that price was going to go to the next zone, which happened to be down here. It actually went kind of farther than that, all the way down to this level right here. But price moves on the zone. So once it broke these levels, I knew that it was going to most likely come to this level, which is why I was waiting for New York to come. So New York came, retested its previous lows like usual. So whenever price is selling, it'll break that low, come back and retest, break that low, come back and retest, break that low, come back and retest. That's normally what it does. So kind of like right now, actually. So right now we have a new low in the market. Price most likely coming up into this zone right here to retest this level. Maybe we can get a retest of here because this is some lows as well. So we'll see what happens. But most likely price will try to create some kind of resistance in this area, and we'll see if price, once it starts to become bearish again. So let's say you didn't get in right here, you'll be waiting for price to become bearish again. So right now it's bullish. You shouldn't be looking for sales right here, but you should be waiting. And all you got to do is wait for price to finish the bull trend that it's on. Let's say it comes all the way up to here. And then as soon as it start making lower lows and lower highs on a higher time frame, it'll be most likely targeting this low again. So it'll make its way back down to this previous low. Kind of like, we can do this one. Kind of like this one. Well, it is like this one. Price was making higher highs, breaking highs. This is, for some people, they was buying this. I was kind of just waiting for price. I didn't know it was going to be this far of a pullback, but then again, I didn't know it was going to be a daily pullback. I was personally on the daily looking at price coming to this previous low right here before falling, or all the way up into this level, but we're just going to go over what we was talking about. So price is breaking highs, but as soon as price starts breaking lows, it's indicating that price is back bearish again, and that's where the trend comes into play. So once price became bearish, breaking these lows that was created, then you should be looking for price to come to here. That's exactly what we came to, and now we got a new low in the market. We can get some kind of pullback, like I said, probably up to here, or maybe up into this level. We even, the crazy thing is we even can contest some highs if we want, because price is buying, but overall it might stop around this level for here for creating that resistance, or here, but last option will be here. But as soon as you start seeing price back on a 1 hour or higher become bearish, because I know the 4 hours still looking pretty clean. Yeah, the 4 hours still pretty looking clean. Once price becomes bearish on the, let's say, yeah, let's just use the 1 hour for y'all. So the 1 hour, you'll be looking for shorts to come all the way back down to this level. But if anything, I'll be taking sales. Like, so let's say a price did come up to this level, I'll be taking sales below here just to indicate that price is going to sell back down below to this level. Because you don't want to be that dude who, like, it'll come up into this level, make a high, come back down, and then come back up. So you just want to wait for that extra confirmation as well. That's what I should have said first. But yeah, looking for shorts under here is the best way, because once price breaks down to this level, it's coming to here. So once price breaks again, it's coming to here. People get on my case for only using 2 indicators. Fuck them. Doesn't matter what you do, honestly. If people just let the people talk, honestly. ADJPY. Could have sworn I looked at this week. Could have sworn I did. I'm gonna break it down for you, I guess. Well, since I already had it marked up off the daily, well, not daily, 4 hour. My fault. Since I had it marked up off of the 4 hour, I'm gonna just start with the 4 hour. So overall price made this high. We ended up making this high. I don't know for sure, because this is an uptrend. If I was looking at it from this standpoint where these highs was made and then price came up and made a new high, I can look at that. But I think this was a retest of these previous highs over here. Well, I'm gonna just look at what's currently going on. Overall, we had these new highs right here. right? So as we made this humongous pullback all the way down to these previous highs over here, price went back up on this uptrend. And once it starts going back up on this uptrend, it's most likely targeting the previous highs. So as we get a new high here, it pulls back, breaks that one, gets a pullback, breaks it, and then makes a new high with a full pullback down to this level before continuing up. But overall, just to break it down to what's happening now, price has these highs. We made a new high right here above this one, indicating that price is bullish above this level. So once price was above this level, you could be looking for buys up into this one, right? So once price made this high, established it and pulled back, as it becomes bullish again, where is it coming? It's coming to this high right here. We come, break it, and then we got a new high. So then overall, we end up making this one, pulling back down to this level. Price is becoming bullish. So we could possibly look for this level back to come back up into this level. We can look for price to come back up into this level. But me personally, I don't know what session this is traded in. I think I want to say Asian session. I don't know what pair. I mean, I don't know what session this is, but yeah, so yeah, Asian session, I'll be looking for bullish momentum. And I'll test this high, see if it can come up and test this high or come up and test this high. This would be the last place you look, but look at this one first, because this is where price sold off. Price got bought back up and created a lower high here. So you'll be looking for this high first. But if it eventually, let's say on a bearish side, let's say if it was to break this low right here, if it was to break this low, you can look for the same momentum coming back down to this area down here. You'll just be playing it based off the lows. So you just want to wait for that confirmation that price is either doing buying or selling. So you'll be looking for sales if price was to break this level of, let's say this support level, and then you'll be looking for, buys all the way back up if price is becoming bullish again during the Asian session. Talk about major areas. How do you spot the end of a trend? It's most likely a break of structure. Can you do TDA on S? I don't even know what that is. GJ was consolidating. I don't know. I see a lot of people. I don't know. I haven't looked at it. Last time I looked at it, it was consolidating. Yeah. Well, last time I looked at it, it was consolidating. Honestly, don't have no comment for GJ. There's probably some other people who could break this down for you, but me personally, I don't see any trend that I can, unless like I was on a smaller time frame. You could probably do it like that, but overall, I don't like being on a smaller time frame due to the fact that I like catching bigger moves. But price made a low here. Yeah, I don't even know what this is, honestly. Let me get off the 30-minute. Yeah, me personally, I don't like this setup, but price made a low here. Would have been looking for shorts under this level. We do it's yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to explain this in T because we got the reason why I'm saying that is because we have this uptrend started, right? And then price made these highs. And then once price made this high, it started making its way back down, making a low, and then the trend changed. The whole trend just changed. And I don't even know what this is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what that is. I don't even like that setup, but yeah, I'm not even gonna try to give you an analysis on that. Cause do you look at the 1 month, 3 months, 6 months? No. For long-term moves? Nah, not really. I just be like, if I was looking like, let's just go back to the pair trade. If I was looking for long-term moves, I'll be looking on the daily. So overall, this is way back, and like this is actually the time that I was trading stocks. So price made a low in the market before going on this uptrend, giving us a pullback to this level. So here we had highs, right? We had highs and we had this low, right? So as price became bearish, as price became bearish, my fault. As price became bearish, it was targeting this previous low. So once it was selling off, it came down to this previous low. We happened to break it, causing a new low in the market. So on any time frame, doesn't matter what it is, on any time frame, if price makes a new low, it's coming up to test for a new high. When I say new high, I don't mean price is going to do this. I don't mean when price makes a new low, it's going to make a new high. I mean it's going to come up for a pullback or a correction before continuing down. So this will be indicated as a lower high, not a new high. Some of y'all get this confused, not a new high, but a lower high, and then come down before selling off again. So price ends up pulling back, getting the correction. You would have been looking for sales back below here. You'll be like, why? Because once price is back below this level, you can target for price to come to here. So once price ended up selling back below this level, you could have been looking for price to come here. So price ended up coming there, breaking it, making this new low in the market. Then price pulls back, making another lower high, and then making another low in the market. Now you're probably like, then what is this? Well, price has the right to come back and test this previous lower high, and it can come back and test these previous lows. So if it wanted to, it could have tested this low and then continued down, but it has the right to come up to this level and test the previous lower high. So overall, this was the downtrend. It ended, price went on the uptrend. We came, tested at this level, pulled back. If price was to be bullish, then it would have stopped around this area or this area and then continued higher, breaking this highs. But I personally wouldn't been looking for buys until price broke these highs the first time. So like if price was to do this, come down, like let's just say into this area, I would be looking for buys above this level, because now price is making new highs. It'll probably pull back, come give a retest before coming up and testing these previous highs. So that's what the only thing that would indicate price was buying at that time, but it didn't do none of that. Price broke this low. So price broke this low here. You've seen what happened the first time it broke, came all the way down to here. You've seen the, I said first time. This is the first time it broke, came down to this level. Second time it broke, came down to this level. So first time, third time we break in this level, what is it gonna do? Come to this level, came to that level, broke this level. What happens when we break that level? It comes down to here. Break that level, comes down to here. So then we ended up making a new low in the market, which happens to be here. New low in the market. So what is going to happen? Price is going to go on this uptrend. Once it becomes bearish again, what is it going to do? Break that low, and then you'll be targeting down here. So right now, just waiting for price to come down to this level, because we've seen it come down to this level once again back in the past over here. So price broke here, came all the way down. We did like a stop here, pulled back, and then came down to this level. So we can expect the same thing for price to come down to here. And that's how I look at it long term. So my entry personally happens to be around this level right here. So it'll be, there's no way that is 18,000 points. I'm reading that wrong. That's 1,000 points. Well, 2,000, almost 2,000, 8.8. I'm at 1.8, my fault. 1.8 thousand, but I'm currently in US 30, so it's a little bit different. US 30, I have like, let's just go to US 30. My US 30 positions happen to be around this level and a few around this level. And then I'm targeting this previous low because we've seen price come down to this level before once price broke these lows. So price came back and retested this one. And now we're looking for price to come down to here. Let's see. We break another one F15 when it comes to a major trend on a daily time frame. How do not get caught up in minor trends? The thing is, whenever you depending on what time frame you're on will depend on the move that you're catching. So if you're on a smaller time frame, you have to remember that either one, you're trying to get a good position on a bigger trend, or two, you could be counter trend trading, or you can just be regular trend trading. And you have to know that you might be in an area where price could either pull back on you. So let's say if the 15's on a downtrend, right? No. Let's say the 15's on an uptrend, my fault. Let's say the 15's on an uptrend, but let's say the 4-hour looks like this, right? So, oh snap, it won't let me stop it. All right, so this uptrend is right here. Your uptrend is right here. So when price gets to a level where it's ready to create a resistance, price is going to go back on that downtrend. And you should be looking, where you should be looking is for price on the 15, whatever trade you're in on whatever time frame is the time frame that you need to be paying attention to. So if we're on the 15 and let's say price is pulling back up and it looks like this on like, let's say the 4 hours. So this is going to be a bigger uptrend than this because this is 4 hours of price moving up. So once price is on this uptrend on the 15, you see this as a pullback for the 4-hour. The only thing that will probably make this a reversal is if price is to break this previous high, come back down, and then continue higher. But you'll be looking for price to break this high to confirm that. So price can sometimes, you'll see price kind of come up into this level, maybe come over a little bit and then come back down and then come all the way back down. But you cannot be fooled by this. You have to remember that overall you need for price to be buying, you need price to be breaking highs. And then for price to be selling, you need price to be breaking lows. So this will be an uptrend on like, let's say the 15. This would be that, still downtrend, a low, broken low. Now we got a new low in the market, prices on this pullback, right? So in order to not get caught up in that, you'll have to keep an eye out for if your trade is pulling back the wrong way. So if you was in the buy right here and price is on this downtrend, you should be looking for the 15 to get to a level where price is either retesting this low. I don't know why I drew it this high, but testing this low or testing this high. If it finds a resistance, then you'll most likely see this happen. Price starts making lower lows and lower highs again. And that's indicating that price is bearish again. So where's it going? If it turns bearish, it's most likely coming back down to this level once it becomes bearish. But yeah, just gotta pay attention to, because like structure is on every time frame. It just depends on what move are you trying to catch? Because I know some of y'all trade every day. So me personally, if I trade every single day, I kind of keep my eye out on the 15. I'm never one to rush trades. And just no setups for the day. Oh, what do you do in the midst of the day of a challenge phase? Well, with the challenges, you really don't need a whole setup. You can really just catch a day trade for the challenges, honestly. Can you speak on how a pullback? Well, you can't predict if a pullback is done or not. You just have to wait for it to turn back into whatever the trend is. You can't determine. Like I tried to do that too, but what you should be looking for is areas that price can come to for the end of the pullback. So price had these lows on a daily. Let's just go back to the daily. Price had these lows on a daily. I was looking for this. And then price had these lows on the daily. I was also looking for this. And when I say that, I'm not saying, oh, I'm just slamming a sell as soon as I get there. I'm saying I think price will eventually come to this level and end up reversing. Or I think since it will go up on this uptrend, I think when it gets to this level, it's going to start its downtrend. But I'll wait for price to show me that it's making that downtrend again. And that's the only reason you will know if price is a pullback. How to avoid fake outs, just like the one previously on NAS. Let me see. I don't see a fake out, but if you can explain. Gold. Let's see. I haven't marked up gold in a while. This is the daily. I feel like price can continue lower once it breaks these lows. Matter of fact, we are breaking these lows. Oh, snap. Yeah, so overall price is on this downtrend. We're still breaking lows. Looks like price is trying to come back up into this area and retest. Yeah, I'll be looking out for this level too. Price can possibly come up back up into this level. We can even say around this level as well. Reason why I say that is because, hold on, let me look at this. Yeah, there's a previous lower high right here. All right, so if I was trading gold, I'll be looking for this level because price became bullish again. I'll be looking for price on this level or maybe this previous lower high right here before continuing down. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. My apologies, guys. But yeah, like I was saying, once price becomes bullish, most likely it's coming back to retest these previous lows or come back up and test this previous lower high. But overall price is on a downtrend on a daily. So me personally, I'll be on the watch out if I was in buys. Overall, let's see if like lows down here. That's a stretch, honestly, but I'll be on the watch for that. But yeah, the weekly ended up closing under the previous low that I made. Yeah, I'll be on the watch for these lows down here. But anything can happen from here. But there is a new low in the market, so I'll just keep that in mind. How long do you normally hold your trades for? It depends on what's going on. You can't hear me? Y'all can't hear me? No way. There is no way y'all can't hear me. Bro, I'm gonna be hurt. I'm gonna be hurt. Now we can hear you. All right, bet. I was finna be like, bro, I was finna be hurt, bro. All right, bet. Y'all can hear it. Bet. How do you think? Me personally, I don't be paying attention to the news like that. I don't pay attention to it. Like, I have Twitter, so you know, I overall like know what's going on with the news, but I don't be paying attention to it. Like, because if we was really talking about news, we should be at the dumps already. But I'm not gonna talk about news. I'm just let price do its thing. Because overall, y'all said this was news, but if I wasn't even looking at news, price just came back up, retested this area where price had a low and continued this downtrend. That's if we really want to talk about news. What do you put your stop loss when you enter trades or a trade? You said. So if I was on the 1 hour, let's just do the recent position that I have. So me coming into this position already, I knew that price I knew I was going to be swinging a trade. I remember telling the Telegram that this is going to be one of the biggest trades I've ever taken. So far, it is one of the biggest trades I've ever taken. Overall, like points wise. But when I was coming into it, I had the mindset of, okay, whenever I'm on a swing trade, I know that I'm gonna have to risk a little bit less. So the account was 500K. The account was 500K, and I was willing to risk 25% at that time because I knew that if I was able to hold this trade, I was gonna make a little bit more money. So my entry was around this level right here. I had my stop loss above previous structure because I know that if price breaks these previous highs, then I know it can continue up from there. What I should have done was wait for price to break the previous lows here, but I got a little anxious. Well, not anxious, but I started jumping the gun on my trade, so I got in right here. Cause I like me personally, I was like, bro, it became bearish, so I knew it was gonna come here. Well, I'll wait for here, but this is the safer entry because price is already showing that it's bearish below here. But I jumped the gun. I was like, all right, it's bearish. It's most likely coming to test these lows. Let me just go ahead and hop in, put my stop loss above this previous level right here. Now, depending on your stop loss or depending on how far structure is for you, will depend on your like I don't know how to explain stop loss. Your stop loss will depend on your contract size, not contract size. I got stuff racing through my head. Bro, lot size. I'm over here tripping. Yeah. So your stop loss will also depend on your lot size as well. So if you got a bigger stop loss, you should be risking a little bit less or like small in the lot size. I mean, not lot size, but yeah, small in the lot size. I'm over here reading questions and trying to talk at the same time. Let me just go ahead and stick to. I always put no, don't pay attention. Like I was just saying overall, like you can put your stop loss above previous structure. It doesn't matter how you put your stop loss depends on you. I cannot tell you how to put your stop loss, but I will tell you that I put mine above previous structure, depending on what you're risking. Because I will say that I will say I put my stop loss here. I put my stop loss here. I put my stop loss here, and we may be risking two different things. We might be risking two different things. So me personally, I'll be putting it around this level above previous structure because I don't want to see price close above this level. I give my stop loss a little bit of room and I go from there. How much of a stop loss do you normally risk? Well, depends on what the trade is. I used to do 50 and 50 to 100. So like 50 point, 100 point. Building a small account, small being 10K. That's actually where I started my first account. Me personally, if I had a 10K account in the beginning, like at the start in your position, I'll be aiming to make like not even focused on to make. Let's say I'll be consistently trying to find trade setups and be using around like a 0.05 to a 0.1 just until like it depends on you though. If you're consistent, then you can do a little bit higher. But if you're just trying to, overall build, then you should just focus on, overall catching moves consistently. Is price action, well, price action is important on everything. How you feel about naked chart trading, just marking up? I mean, it's pretty cool. I remember because I remember when I first started, I used to use like this thing called the MACD. I used to use like this thing right here. I don't even know how to use this. I know somebody's gonna probably explain to me how to use it, but I don't even know how to use this. I was like, if it goes green, it's buying, and if it goes like red, it's selling. So every time it turned like this right here would have killed my account because overall it's like it turns red. So I was like, bro, I didn't know how to use it. And then I used to use like the RSI. I used to use this one. And when price is oversold, I just buy it. And then when price is overbought, I just sell it. Like that was me back then. And then I also had the EMAs as well. But I don't use this. Ever since I stopped using indicators and stuff and just been looking at straight price, I've actually made more money than I did before. You don't trade order blocks? No, I do not. Is it possible to flip a $5 account? Yeah, I mean, shouldn't be. It's gonna be a little bit harder. I honestly would say put a little bit more money, but depends. I've seen somebody turn. What was it? What did that do turn out? I think it was like $2 until like 100. You think funded accounts are useful in your opinion? Funded accounts are actually pretty easy if you break it down for yourself. If you break it down for yourself and set and risk, it's all about risk management on funded accounts, honestly. Well, that's with anything, honestly. But overall, you have to remember that if you're buying like a 100K account, remember that you don't have the whole 100K. So you should be risking, what was it, like 10K or like 8K? Whatever the daily drawdown is what you should be risking. On your funded accounts, whatever your daily drawdown is what you should be risking. So like if the daily drawdown was like 2K, right? Me personally, I would get, let's say I give myself $200 of risk per trade. So this will mean that in order for me to blow my account, or matter of fact, I can't even do it. Well, I can do it that way because I only trade like a few times a day. So I wouldn't be taking 10 trades a day anyways. But this would mean for the daily drawdown to be 2,000, this means I have to lose 10 trades in a row. Literally 10 trades in a row. But I'm picky with my trades. So yeah, I don't be getting into all those trades, but I'll be risking 200, and I'll probably get myself into like a 1-to-4 setup. Honestly, that's the one I find most common that I like to take 1-to-4. So let's say if like, let's see if today, let's say if price broke these lows today. Let's say if price broke these lows today and we had our stop loss, let's say 50 points actually. Let's do 50 points. Once price broke these lows, we gave ourselves 50 points. And let's say we was targeting the previous lows. So let's say we was targeting, say if we was targeting down here. Yeah. All right. So this would have been, there's no way that's a 1-to-6. That's actually a 1-to-6. So 200 times 6 is actually 1.2K. So if you was risking $200 aiming for that previous low on this day trade, then it would have been a 1-to-6 trade and you would have made 1.2K. And I actually think that's like, I don't know how much it is, but overall you're up 1.2K. I don't know how the funded accounts be working, like overall the profits that you have to make. But I know that one account there's like you got to make like $1,000 and 500 or 2,000.5. I don't know how it works, but overall that's how I kind of risk and do all my stuff. Yeah, look at your daily drawdown as your account balance. Yeah, that is true. Because you can't be because I see this all the time. They get a 100K account, or yeah, they get a 100K account and they think they got the whole 100K, or like a 10K account. Because I know the 10K account. So the 10K account is like, I want to say like 600, 800. Yeah, so you'll be risking like 50 to like $100 per trade. Not even. I would probably risk a little bit less than that, depending. Because me personally, I know how I trade. So, but for like somebody who's just getting into trading, or trying to be consistent in trading, I'll risk like $20 to $30 per trade, trying to look for at least a 1 to 4 setup. Because if you risk like, let's say, $30 and you find a 1 to 4 setup, now you're up $120, and all you would need personally is, what is it, 4 consistent trades, 4 good trades, and you pass the account. Or I think it's like 3 trades actually. I think it's like 3 or 4. It's 3 or 4 trades. $10K account, daily drawdown, the max overall. Wait, is that one? Hold on, I don't know about that one. How do you calculate your lot sizes? I use this app. I'm gonna send it to y'all. I use this app then. Well, that's like if I trade forex pairs. But if you're doing indices, it's pretty easy to calculate that. Because every depends on your lot size too. Because if you're using like a 0.01, every point you use is like 10 cents, I believe. About entries, are you getting in once it breaks structure, or you wait a pullback? Because I get in as soon as it breaks and close on a 1 hour. This one I didn't wait for. This is the only entry I'll hold for today. Like, as in general, of like, as we're talking now, this is the only entry. This one, and well, the one that was like around this area. I only got into this one because I jumped the gun on a trade. I should have been entering once price broke this low, but I jumped the gun because I was already anticipating that price is going to come down to here. You shouldn't be doing that, but yeah, that's what I did here. But the smart way, the best way would have been entering down below this one as soon as it breaks and closes. How you work on that psychology to hold trades, especially during a pullback? If you're talking about this swing trade that I'm in, trust, I went through. Bro, y'all do not understand. I fight battles holding this trade, honestly. It's because like I don't want to, I don't, I feel like I have a hunch. So my, like, the way I trade is just a hunch, or overall just price and how it moves in patterns. So I'm used to seeing the same thing over and over. But there could be a time where price could just do the complete opposite. So if, let's say, we ended up pulling all the way back up and then going back up, then I just would have been wrong. But overall, just stick to the plan overall, honestly. And it hits stop loss or it hits TP. That's how I think about it. So I hate trying to close my trades or worrying about my trades. CJ got to take me out, because I've seen sometimes where people will close their trade and it wouldn't even be close to their stop loss. They'll just be in red stuff, and they'll close their trade and they'll go their way. Sometimes price might not even look how you want it to look until price is done closing. That's why I like for candles to close, because price might not look how you want it like it to look while it's moving. So I kind of just stay away from the charts anyways. After I place my trade, I'll just walk off. I check here and there. I set my alerts, and then like today, I set my alert for 700 because I personally was thinking that price is going to end up making some kind of movement back up around 700. So I had my alerts for NAS 100 at like around 706. And I was looking for price to continue up because I've seen price pull back up before over here. So if we was on the 1 hour again. I remember this happened to be that CPI day. So CPI had us on this downtrend, and then we created a new low here. We ended up coming back down to this level before making this big movement back up. So I was looking for this level. If not, it would have been this level next. So that's what I was looking for at 700. But overall, just for me to hold my trades, I kind of just let it do its thing. Do you move your stops to break even? No, I don't do that. I think the solution for that is setting alerts. I love setting alerts. Yeah, if price closes below a low, if it does anything out of session, I would wait for your session before you even try to do anything. Or like just take into account that if you, let's say this was Asian session that it broke this low, just remember that price will not move until it's your session. Set and forget is the best approach. Depends on what you're doing. If you're swing trading, or like kind of a week swing trading, or like a couple of days of like a trade, then I would set and forget. But if you're like scalping and doing all that, I don't know about that one. Should we get so we should definitely get the paid version. Oh, Trading View. When you said TV, I was like, huh? Yeah. Well, it depends. It depends. If you want to set alerts, I would highly recommend upgrading due to the fact that you can set, however many you want. And then you can do, however many you want, like I said, and you can get them to your phone. If you have an Apple Watch and you also as well. So if you can afford it, I would highly recommend an Apple Watch if you go to work. So if you don't work and you don't even can afford it, I would say get an Apple Watch. But because if you work and you have an Apple Watch, you can really just, or you can still use your phone. But when I first started trading, I'll use the Apple Watch to like set my alerts and kind of look at like overall. I would set alerts just so I know where price is at without having to look at the charts. But that was just me. I was just putting that one out there. I used to set alerts, and that's kind of how I am now still. Like I would set an alert and be like, okay, price is here, price is doing this, without having to look at the charts. All right. I think I've answered most of these. Some of all of these, but I'm gonna just quickly go back over everything again. I'm gonna start from the daily. So overall, price is on this downtrend. We're looking for anytime price is selling, you want to look for sales back below the level that it sold from. So you want to see price break this low before continuing down, and it will most likely be testing the previous low. So it'll test a low that it's already made. So let's say price is selling. Once it starts to sell, it'll be coming back down to this level to retest. Come back up into this level as well. Treat this as a resistance before continuing down to the next low. And then the same thing and the same thing. So price under this low is all bearish momentum. So once price is under this low and made a new one, we got a full pullback. So everything back under this level is going to come down to this level and possibly more. So once price broke this level, it'll be coming down to this level. And then same thing, price made a new low, pulled back, broke this level. Now we're just repeating the same process level over again, coming back below here, indicating that price is bearish. Coming back below here, indicating that price is bearish, like right here. So you're just looking for the same thing to happen. And this is with all time frames. This is not just this time frame. This is with all time frames. Price will have that same bearish momentum under this low here. Price under this low. So we're looking for the same bearish momentum to come back down to this level. And this is with, like I repeat, the same on all time frames. So right here, you'll be looking for price to break this low, breaks this low, makes a new one. we get a pullback, maybe up into this level or maybe to the previous low, then we'll be looking for shorts. If you're not already in around this level or even higher, you should be looking for shorts under this level, because this will indicate that price is still breaking lows. Like, let's say if we was just looking at like, I don't know, like USD, like some random pair. Let's say if we was looking at a random pair like this one. Let me just find something random. I know there's a few on the daily. Let me do the daily again. Yeah, so this is a clean structured chart. Overall, we had this low in the market here. Price making a low here, pulling back up to this previous lower high. So staying, not coming back above this level, still making lower highs here and here. So would have been looking for sales under this level. Price still breaking lows as well. So I've been looking for shorts under this level and then this level. Let's just say that was like, after that, we didn't want to find any more setups, because let's say we was just going to swing trade it or something. So price under this level, I would have been looking for a price to come back below here, having the same bearish momentum. So once price pulls back, comes back below this level, and then we make a new low in the market, gives us a pullback before continuing lower. Now we got this full correction back up into this level, and just a repeat of everything. First it'll come here, second it'll come here. Now we got a new low before pulling back, and then the same thing over and over. So like same thing over and over. So we make a new low, pulls back, comes down, touches this low, makes a new one, pulls back, touches this low, and then makes a new one. So we can get a pullback before continuing lower. It's just the same thing over and over. You're just looking for sales under a level where you know price is going to continue to sell under. Same thing if we was buying it. So like, it would be the same thing. You'd be looking for price to come above this high before, buying it. Once price becomes bullish above here, so we make a new high. So this will let you know that anything above this one will come to this previous high. We got that pullback, price becomes bullish again, and then comes back up into this level, breaks it, and then makes a new high, pulls back. As it becomes bullish again, where is it coming? It's coming to here. Same thing over and over. And if y'all wondering how I did that, just press Alt and I. So if you're on a Windows, just press Alt and I. And then if you're on Mac, I think it's Command and I. If you're wondering how I did that, somebody as well asked me, how do I draw my line so straight? So I take the trend line. So you go here, trend line. I take that trend line. And if you're on computer, all you got to do is just hold shift and it'll do this for you. Or like make it straight for you. Without shift, this is what it'll look like. So without shift, but click it, then hold shift, right? Click it, hold shift, or command, whatever you're on. Do I use pending orders? No, I do not. I am not marking up oil. Honestly, I did not. I seen oil the other day. The last time I looked at it, I don't know what it looks like now. Last time I looked at it, no. I'm good on that. Cause no, I'm good. I'm good on that one. I seen it all the last time. It's like it's moving, but shit. Let's say if we was looking for like overall, we say this new low in the market around here. Well, let's just do structure in between. So we got this low. Price ends up making a new low in the market, giving us a pullback. So we got this. Price ends up breaking that low, making a new low in the market around here. So we got this. Then it gives a full pullback before it becoming bearish again. We have this low, but we're overall focused on price coming here because it's a pullback and then comes back down, making a new low in the market here. As a matter of fact, let's just put this line here. All right, so we got this new low in the market. Price comes up for a pullback and then makes this new low. We get another pullback and then price ends up consolidating around this area, still not breaking any highs, not breaking any lows. So right here in this area, I wouldn't be looking for anything because it's not doing anything. We're not breaking highs and we're not breaking lows. So once it breaks these previous lows over here, I'd have been looking for shorts under this level. Price again starts back consolidating, kind of like how it normally is. So this whole level here, price does not pick the trend that it wants to go on. And honestly, it still isn't picking a trend that it wants to go on. We still have this low. It broke this low. Honestly, I don't like how gold looks, but it is breaking lows. That's one thing I can say. It is breaking lows, but overall, it's pretty choppy when it comes to trending. But overall, it still is breaking lows. Yeah, you can trade it if you want. If you want to trade it, I mean, I'm telling you, I just like y'all asked me to do like mark up the other charts, but I just be trading the indices, y'all. Like, I don't know how the other ones be looking for real. Like, I can tell you the structure in between it, or like overall what the structure is or what the trend is, but right now, like this looks messy. Do Euro AZ AUD. Oh, it looks like I already marked this straight up. So is this a reversal? Did I say that this was a reversal? I don't know if I quoted this one was a reversal or not, but I think this one was the reversal. Overall, price is going back up on this uptrend. We're consistently breaking highs right now, so I would say this is the reversal, but let me just make sure. Yeah, price is most likely coming up to test this previous high. Yeah, we're just gonna focus on this high right now. All right, so right now, price ended up making a new low in the market. So around this level, let's just go back to the 1 hour. Price ended up making a new low in the market here. But once price made this new low, it ended up making a new high. Once it made that new high, it consistently started breaking highs. So this is already indicating that price is turning back around. So you would have been aiming for here. The reason why you would still be bearish, you can be in buys, but you will still have a bearish bias until price breaks these highs, because overall price can come back after making a low and retest the highs, such as we've seen on NAS and US30 and SPX. So we'll be looking for buy, like we'll have a bullish mindset above this level. But for the meantime, price came into that level because it was bullish. So it's testing the highs, still breaking highs. So I would have been looking for buys above this level and buys above this level, right? And I would have been targeting here. So then once price got to there, made a high and then had a pullback. As it became bullish again, what is it going to test? It's going to test this. Then we eventually get in that breakout, and then price ended up making a new high, giving us a pullback. As we've seen before, once price is above this area, it comes all the way up to here, right? So once we pass this, so as you see price comes back down, once we pass this again, where could price possibly go once it becomes bullish again? It can come back to this level. So eventually we end up making our way back up to here, testing this one, making a new high. Then we end up pulling back, price becomes bullish again, and then testing this high, and then we make a new one. So just to repeat, what I will say is price can probably retest this previous high here, or we can come down and test these previous lows, because price will end up sell and then possibly test these previous lows right here. But to continue our uptrend, it'll just have to consistently break these highs. So if price, let's say if price was to come down below here and then start becoming bullish again, I'll be looking for buys above this high right here. So over here, and I'll be looking for price to come back up to this level. Let's say it just continues to sell, then you can probably take sales below here if it can continue to break lows under this level, because you'll be looking for that same momentum to come back down to this level. I'm picky with my trades. You said that's why I know why you don't trade that. Euro PLN. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, this is gonna be some crazy stuff, ain't it? And Yeah, that is true. Euro USD looks possible bearish. Yeah, yeah, that is true. So under this level is where I'll be looking to take shorts. Price overall made a low here and ended up consolidating after. But one thing I will say, if it starts to, let's say if it breaks this high, let's say overall we break this high, price could possibly make its way back up to here. We do have an overall new high in the market, but it ended up selling off. I wonder what trend this actually is though. Oh, it's a downtrend. I don't know. But yeah, shorts under this level. I don't know about those buys though. Overall, I do have this new high, so just keep that in mind. We have this new high, but we're on a downtrend. So just keep that in mind if price makes its way back up to here. We have a new low and we have this downtrend, but we have a new high. Honestly, when you would take buys until price breaks here, and then I'll be looking for price to come to here and then continue. Right now, I don't know. I love my currencies. Ew. Oh, no hate, no hate, no hate. Y'all who trade currencies, I salute y'all because man, I could not. I mean, it's pretty cool trading currencies, but overall, still like which one is silver? So look at silver, look at silver, look at silver. I don't know which one is silver. XAGUSD silver. Overall downtrend though. Overall downtrend. Price ended up making a high here. So price made a high here, pull back, made a new high here before pulling back. So as it comes back up, we're looking for buys as well above this level. Price makes a new one, looking for buys above this level. Pulls back, gives us another pullback before making this new high. Then we got a full pullback down to this level here. So let's say here, and we're just looking for that same bullish momentum. After price is done making this downtrend, we're looking for that same bullish momentum back above this level. So this high. Price is most likely coming back up to this level. It was a joke. Currencies, W bros. Wait. You trade synthetics? I don't trade synthetics anymore. I have like the only reason I don't like synthetics like that is because well, you never know. Like the setups be there, but you just can never tell when the setup is gonna happen. Like the setups are there, but you don't know when the setup is gonna happen, which I do not like. But with Forex and stuff, like it gives you sessions, so you know when to trade. The setups only happen, well, the setups mostly happen in your session, so that's why I like Forex. Why are some bars pink? Are you talking about my candles? It can be blue. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just my candles. So one bar is a pink. What do you think SPX is going? So it's just following the same thing as everything else that is an index. Do you still trade stock options? Is Forex easy? Whoa, 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 whoa. Now to do now somebody says stock options. I gotta talk about it. So me personally, with stock options, I just use the Forex charts. It's still the same thing. All I gotta do is just let's say go over here and change this to 1. So it'll still be the same price. Matter of fact, actually I gotta change it to 10. Bro, I could have sworn they had that feature, but yeah. So right now, SPY's price is at 388. Was it 84? I think it's 388 right now. Yeah, price is at 388. And let's say if I was wanting some, let's say SPY puts down to like this level here, so this previous low, then that is 10 points away. Well, Yeah, roughly 10 points away. I would do, I'm trying to think of something. I would do 2 weeks out, but I will be buying. So when I like to do puts, I like to do it when it's buying. And then when I like to do calls, I like to do, I'm gonna make a video on that because I don't want to confuse people right now. He mean the pink was the sessions. Oh, snap. You're talking about the sessions. Oh, just go to indicators, go to sessions. So type in sessions. But yeah, I'm not talking about options until I'm gonna make a video on that. I'm not gonna talk about options. Is what Michael trades. I don't know who Michael is. I don't know who Michael is. But yeah, go to sessions unless you're talking about that stock option trader. ICT. Oh, I don't know who that is. I know who ICT is, but I didn't know his name was Michael. But Junior FX Addict is sessions, and then you just go here and then you'll be able to put on, sessions. If you want, you could do as well. I figured this feature out the other day. You can turn all these off so you won't have to see it on the smaller time frames, or if you want to see it on the small time frame. I honestly did not know that at first, but looking at it on the smaller time frames was kind of give you a clear idea. But yeah, I do still trade or your money just gone. I don't even know what you mean. I do trade stock options. I traded some stock options today. I got some SPY puts when price broke that low. It was a day trade though. It was actually one of my first time actually like getting back into a day trade on options. Advice trading 1K. I would say trade NAS. If you got 1K, I would say trade NAS with like a 0.02 and just consistently try to build with that. Cause what is, yeah, so 50 points would be just $100. Now I'll say I would say risk around like $100 per trade and try to look for a 1-4 setup as well. And try to be consistent. If you start off with a small account, try to be consistent. Don't try to like overall try to flip your account in one trade. Try to be consistent. But they're both the same. Forex and stock options is kind of the same. I would say Forex is easier because I don't have to worry about choosing dates and stuff. I can just enter my trade and be okay with it. But with stock options, you kind of got to plan it out. Can't just get into something. But y'all, I'm finna hop off of here. If y'all got any more questions, feel free to text me in Discord or just at me in Discord. And I don't even know who Trillionaire hates. I don't know who these people are. Look, y'all, I do want to talk to y'all about that. I don't talk to any of these Forex people, y'all. I probably talk to like 1 or 2 Forex people, and then I have my closest friends who just happen to trade Forex as well. That's how we met. We met in Forex, but all these bigger name people, I don't know who these people are, nor do I care who these people are. No disrespect, but like I don't really care. Like I just do my own thing. If you're in my community, we do our own thing. So if you're over here in this community to learn from me, we do our own thing over here. We don't really worry about everything else. We just focused on making money, honestly. That's all. That's what we're here for, just to make money. I don't know y'all. Y'all don't know me. I'm some guy that trades. Y'all some guy or girl who trades. And yeah, we're just here trading together. You know what I'm saying? So overall, I don't really care about what the others are being on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand, D. I understand. But I was just saying overall. I'm gonna put this in a Google link because I'm pretty sure this is well over an hour. But I'm gonna put this in a Google link and then y'all can, it's gonna be actually in the same Google. I'm gonna give it to y'all. Trust. I'm gonna give it to y'all. But yeah. I don't know why people be so focused on other people, but it's cool. But everybody enjoy your night. If you got questions, please text me on Discord. If you do private message, I may or may not do, like, I don't know if I might get it or not. I don't know. But if you at me in like one of the chats, then I definitely can help you out.